I would love you to talk to me a little bit more about this Vermont program and share with us what's happening, what their model looks like, and what the benefits would be here. I know you know that the on-farm anaerobic digesters would be a meaningful contribution to our local community and the state as a whole. But what makes the Vermont program something that's a good model for us for Connecticut to take up on? Can you expand on that a little bit?
Sure. I think first of all, it's innovative and something that we have not really considered in Connecticut. The little bit of research that I've done on it in anticipation of this hearing, right now, the demand for that type of power from consumers in Vermont is exceeding the amount of power that the farms that are putting on digesters can produce. So there's certainly opportunity for the farms. The GMP customers that sign up for the program are paying a voluntary, and I think that's important to understand, a voluntary 4 cent per kilowatt hour payment on all or a portion of the electric bill. And all of the proceeds from that power go to the Vermont farmers that participate in the program and are producing the power. And the customers get their power 100% renewable. There is a formula. Do you want me to go a little bit into the details on that? Okay. So, according to the Green Energy or Green Mountain Power, the customers choose to enroll 25, 50% or all of their electric purchases in the Cow Power program, which adds 4 cent per premium per kilowatt hour to their bill. Customers using 500 kilowatt hours per month pay 25%, who pay 25% of electricity under the rider pay only an additional $5 a month. At 50% cow power, those customers would pay an additional $10. The farmers receive 95% of the hourly market price for the energy they generate, plus the 4% premium paid by the tariff customers for the value added attributes of the cow power. So basically, what's happening is that it's a voluntary program, so consumers can choose to participate in this, just like any of us that choose an electric supplier can choose to go to a supplier that's 100% renewable. If we chose to get our supply from someplace other than an EverSource, we have that option as a consumer. This is a very similar program, and the beauty of this is that these on-farm anaerobic digesters have multiple economic benefits to the dairy farm, and it also has tremendous environmental benefits. So I think that I think this is a great time to be having this conversation because we keep hearing that we need to support our dairy farmers and what can we do to do this. They also have manure that they have to get rid of. In Eastern Connecticut, where I live, in fact, I happen to live in the town of Franklin with the large chicken farms. We have the third largest egg producer in Connecticut on the East Coast is here in Eastern Connecticut. They're at a critical juncture where they need to dispose of all that chicken manure, and we can no longer deposit all of this on our farm fields because of the nutrient loads that are building up, especially in Eastern Connecticut. So the concept of incentivizing farmers through a premium rate on their electric or gas that they are producing, while at the same time eliminating the farm odors, because right now that methane gas that's coming off of our lagoons or off of the chicken farms going up in the air. So we're capturing that gas, we're eliminating the odor, we're taking the gas and we're producing either biogas or electricity with it. We're solving a manure disposal issue, and the farmers are through a premium on the rate, are incentivized to help offset the costs of these projects. If you really think of it in those terms, and that's a very simplistic way of putting it, it solves a multitude of problems.
And I really like the way you like we're looking at environmental impact from greenhouse gas emissions. We're looking at it from protecting our waterways. But I think something really important is the dairy industry as a whole is struggling, but they pull the economy in the ag sector. And so if we can incentivize them to be doing what many of them already want to be doing, this offers fiscal stability for them to make this move. That's really fascinating. I'm really glad you were on today to talk to us about this, Joan. Thank you.
Yeah, and I will just tell you, I was up till about 10 o'clock last night with the Baylor farm up in Ellington and the Cushman
Yeah.
farm here in Franklin, which are the two dairy farms that are Baylor's is in the permitting process. They're going to take just the manure from their 3,000 head plus dairy. Cushman Farms is taking their 1,500 plus head dairy manure plus they will be hopefully taking the chicken manure as well because all those farms are in a very close proximity to here in Franklin. And we were on the phone till 10 o'clock last night. And I said, well, what does this biogas injection bill do for you? And we were scratching our heads going, I don't know if it really helps or hurts us. And I said, well, tell me why. And they said, well, because it doesn't address the rate that we get for the gas that we produce. And I went to bed thinking, how do we solve this problem? It can't be that complicated. And then I thought, well, maybe we look at Vermont Cal Power, which again is right now just talking about electric rates, and conceptualize over that to the biogas end of it and help these farmers get a secure rate for the gas they're producing, plus a premium, which is a voluntary charge consumers pay. And I thought, wow, I don't know. I woke up this morning with an epiphany thinking maybe this is a good way to solve a lot of problems. And I applaud Commissioner Dykes. I listened to her proposal this morning. The agency is looking at helping with the streamlining of the permitting process. And I know we're not here to talk about that right now, but I think we're having robust conversations around renewable energy and all of these concepts. And I think this could be a really smart way for us to help our dairy farmers, our poultry industry, and produce clean energy,
Which is good for everyone
which
because
is great for
dairy
everybody.
is a vital nutrient in our food
Absolutely.
supply for food
Fantastic.
security. So thank you.
You're welcome.